Good morning from Esperance. We are still here. On our last video, you saw that we stayed in a really nice Airbnb. It was really nice, but it was really pricey. And not only that, but that was the last available hotel / Airbnb in the entire city of Esperance. So this whole morning we've been running around looking for places to stay, and we can say with positivity that there are literally no available hotel rooms in this entire city. So now Cheveyo, we're at like this campground, and Cheveyo's trying to see if we can get a space for the night. So it's been a little bit of an interesting morning. It is stormy, it's windy, and a little bit rainy, so camping itself will be interesting, but at least we'll have somewhere to stay. It's been 2 years, and this is the first time we've never had a sure place to sleep at night, so it's been an interesting morning. What's the verdict?
The lady here is so nice. She knows her stuff. So she actually runs 3 of the campgrounds around here and knows everyone else that runs campgrounds. And she says that Esperance is essentially completely booked out, absolutely everywhere, until the middle of next week.
Are you serious?
Yeah. She has nothing here. She says she doesn't have a single spot until, Wednesday of next week.
What does that mean? And there's no free camping in Esperance, I believe.
No, I mean, we have that website with the camping, and there are some places where people have camped on the side of the road. So we might try something about this. The only thing is that we need power to upload a video tonight, which, to be fair, is not that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. Sorry, you guys. But also, the weather's just kind of nasty today, which definitely saps the fun out of that.
Yeah.
We should probably talk about this for a second.
Yeah, we should. All right, update. We've decided that we're going to do one thing in Esperance, the thing that I was really excited about, which is a beach here that there's a ton of kangaroos that hang out there.
It's called Lucky Bay.
It's called Lucky Bay, and I'm really excited because we've been in Australia for a couple weeks, and I have not seen a kangaroo yet that wasn't
We've sort of
roadkill.
seen them, roadkill, but we've also seen them like off in fields from a very long distance.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this Lucky Bay was like definitely the biggest reason why we wanted to come to Esperance.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the whole accommodation thing, we were able to secure accommodation in Norseman.
Which is the start of the Nullarbor.
It's the last major settlement for 1,000 miles.
Mm-hmm. It did not go the way we planned, but it's gonna work out.
Bear with us here, you guys. Not everything always goes according to plan.
No.
And of course that's our fault for not booking things well in advance.
Yeah.
We just haven't really been in the habit of doing that for the last year and a half, but
No.
I suppose it's time. To Lucky Bay.
To Lucky Bay.
That looks photoshopped.
Did someone turn the saturation up?
You sound like your grandma. Holy cannoli.
And that doesn't sound like a grandma?
That's crazy. I don't know how it gets any nicer than this. Just look at it.
I mean, it'd be nicer if there were kangaroos.
Oh my god. The kangaroos are supposed to come out around 2 p.m. so we have another hour or so. We'll see. I don't know. These type of things, they're very unpredictable. But this water.
Yeah, driving into the bay, it was like green and kind of gray rocks, and like boom, turquoise
When we
water.
first got on the beach, I told Tia it was like the first time that I saw her. It looks photoshopped. Like, it's so pretty, it looks photoshopped.
That's really sweet.
We've been to Hawaii a few times, I mean, that's probably the most world famous place for beaches, I would say. Hawaii.
Yeah.
This is bluer and the sand is whiter than any beach I've been to in Hawaii. It's not as warm as Hawaii,
No,
but
it's
oh my
actually kinda
gosh.
cold.
We are here at the beginning of the cold season though, but man, that is incredible. And this bay is huge.
Big enough for some kangaroos to come. I don't know. I really wanted to see one.
So we started over here. There's a bunch of campers and stuff on the beach. Sold out, by the way.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna walk down here just to kill time and see if we can find some kangaroos.
Pass us a squeak test.
Was I drinking, looking for the next thing? I couldn't really settle down. Always on the run, I didn't want to slow down, but baby, then you came around. Yeah, you came around. No, I won't ever let you down. I promise you that I'll hold on. I know that it gets tough sometimes, so I'm here to remind you.
We have good news and bad news. The good news is that we have cell reception out here.
Which leads to the bad news is, for some reason, we saw the one source that said kangaroos come out in the afternoon. And we just looked it up, and literally everything else says they don't. It's dawn and dusk.
It's dawn and dusk, yeah, which to be fair makes more sense.
Yeah.
So we're probably not gonna see kangaroos on this beach, but I still think it was totally worth it. I'm gonna say prettiest beach I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And we've said that like every video in Australia.
Is this the one? So
This is the one.
You're putting the one pack wonder stamp of approval on it?
For now.
Okay.
It's just, it's too pretty. This is crazy.
So much sand got all over our cameras. I'm kind of just like flinging it all over the car now, but man.
We're at a place called Woolworths, and we're here to get cheap groceries since it's the last place to do that for 1,000 miles. Look at all the stuff we own. The most crap we've owned in years.
I know it's not a lot to some people, but the amount of things we own now is like genuinely starting to give me a little anxiety. And like I keep looking at everything, and I keep looking at everything and trying to find what we can get rid of. But obviously we can't. So.
If anyone wants to buy any of this stuff on the other side,
If you're in Sydney, if you want a tent and secondhand blankets, we got you.
we are kind of battling against daylight once again here. Just trying to make it to Norseman. And yeah, I'm glad that we're not camping tonight because it's been raining off and on, and it looks like it's just gonna get stormier. We made it!
We made it! This is the Great Western Motel, and the lady was literally closing down the front desk as we drove up, so.
So this is pretty much, that right there is Norseman.
It looks like
The town more or less looks like this. I think this is pretty much just a stopover for bikers.
and truck drivers.
We have
Or
trucks here.
are they called?
Oh yeah, Australians call them road trains.
Which I think is the cutest thing in the entire world.
I don't know if those are only the ones with the multiple segments or not though.
Well then, yeah.
And then Harley motorcycles over there. America. Okay.
And then blueberry, which kind of stands out a little
And
bit.
blueberry, yeah.
But I think we're walking into a horror movie. Ow! That's just cute. How do I turn the light? Nope. Huh? Ah!
That's nice.
This is really nice. It was $100, but I think this is what we needed right before we hit the Nullarbor. The Nullarbor?
Okay, so we realized through this entire video today, we've been talking about the Nullarbor, and basically we spent this whole video preparing for the Nullarbor, and we haven't even told anyone what that is.
No, we've been a little distracted today if you haven't noticed. Okay, so the Nullarbor is a stretch of road between here and Norseman, and it stretches all the way across the middle part of Australia.
Yeah, that's the unofficial. The real Nullarbor, I think, is 300 miles, but unofficially between Norseman and Port Augusta on the other side, it's about 1,000 miles.
Yeah, and the Nullarbor, it means, right, treeless plain.
Yeah, and
that's-
it's almost totally uninhabited. There's just what they call roadhouses. All the Australians watching this know what we're talking about, but yeah, roadhouses, and they're just like micro settlements basically that even their electricity like comes from diesel generators.
Yeah, so
So bearing all that in mind, civilization is very sparse and far between out there, and the elements can get pretty intense. So I think realistically it's going to be fine because there is a paved road the entire way. But we've done a couple things to prepare. Tia had a lot of fun with the food today. Do you want to go over what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go over everything we got, but like this is basically what's gonna feed us over the next couple days. I think it's gonna take us about 4 days across it because we're gonna take our time. But things of highlight to note: we got a kilogram of ham for our sandwiches because you know how much we are loving our sandwiches here, and
That's a cooler, by the way.
oh yeah, that's a cooler. It's gonna keep everything good. And then we got like crackers and chips and like veggies and apples and stuff. So yeah. Canned soup. We're gonna be good. We also got some other provisions. Obviously this is for when we're done driving. But tomorrow is our anniversary, so we got one of these is more expensive than the other.
One of them was $12 instead of $6.
So that one is for our anniversary, which is tomorrow. So
For my part, I've been in charge of getting blueberry ready, and honestly can say I've owned 40 vehicles, and you sort of just get a feel for which ones are going to be troublemakers and which ones aren't, and I'm pretty sure blueberry is going to be fine. That being said, an enormous amount of Australians have messaged us, commented on the videos, even emailed us just to reach out and I guess express concern about this entire trip. So I just do want to be clear that like the oil's been changed, the spare tire has air in it, we have several gallons of distilled water. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of waylay some of that concern that we've had because I think, if you're watching the videos, we just don't want everyone to worry.
yeah,
But
we can be prepared when we want to be.
yeah. Anyways, I don't want us to ramble here, so we're going to start the Nullarbor tomorrow, and we'll see you guys on that one. Thanks for coming with us today.
Subscribe! Yeah.
Yeah, kind of bear with us here, you guys. for sure not. That's not making it to the final. Oh, this is nice.